What is up, everybody? Today we are doing my top 10 personal favorite Marvel movies from the MCU. Movies I have not seen are not on this list, and it is only my preference. It's not like, a matter of fact as far as, these are the best ones and that's it. But we'll go from least favorite to most favorite. Starting off with number 10 is Iron Man 2. I know this is not a lot of people's favorite Iron Man movie. A lot of people usually rank this as far probably the worst as their favorite Iron Man movies, but I preferred this one over 3 by a lot. I thought 3 was the worst, but I liked this one because it introduced a lot of new characters and it kind of upped the ante as far as introducing new characters. The action was a lot bigger than the first one, so it just took a step up. And Robert Downey Jr., of course, is super fun to watch in this one. I like him and Sam Rockwell. I liked Mickey Rourke in this movie as well. So all in all, very fun movie in my opinion. At number 9, we have The Avengers, the original one. And I know a lot of people love this movie as well, and I love all these movies. It's just that, obviously you can't have all of them. They're all tied for number 1 kind of thing. But yeah, this was the first big mashup of all of them in one movie, which was fun to watch. And they did a really good job at balancing screen time for the characters and not making any of them look weak. Tom Hiddleston did great as the main villain in this movie as well. So again, very fun watch, and it definitely upped the ante from Iron Man 2 as far as the action goes. Then we have Wakanda Forever. Loved this movie. Just, the soundtrack is up and above a lot of the other Marvel movies. The characters are interesting. This is definitely a more story-driven movie than a huge action spectacle movie. Don't get me wrong, it does have that. But the one thing with these Black Panther movies is that really rich in the characters, really deep characters, and great music. And I like the whole culture of it as well, as far as like how into their culture the people are of Wakanda. I absolutely love that. They did a fantastic job. I thought this movie was going to be awful after the passing of Chadwick Boseman, and it was really, really good. Then next we have Captain America Civil War. This is basically just another Avengers movie. This was the second time where all of them kind of got mashed up together, and then you included, newer people like Black Panther and Spider-Man in this movie. And then it just takes it to a whole nother level. And the fact that all the Avengers were kind of feuding in this movie too, not just all getting along and going after a villain kind of thing, made it another whole wrinkle in this movie as well. So definitely my favorite as far as the Captain America movies go. Then next we have Avengers Age of Ultron. Again, dialed it up compared to the first one. Characters were interesting again. Liked when they were all trying to pick up Thor's hammer. Introduced Scarlet Witch. And James Spader did great as Ultron. So just made it worth watching. When the villain is really good as well as the main characters, it just makes it that much better. Then we have Thor Ragnarok. This is easily my favorite Thor movie. Great soundtrack. Hilarious to watch. Kind of had those Guardians of the Galaxy type of vibe as far as the music and then the humor in the movie. What happened between this and Love and Thunder, I don't know, because it was the same director, but it just seemed to have lost that magic, I guess, in the sequel. Although, I guess, it is a sequel, so... But yeah, like the cast was great. Seeing the Hulk in here, Tom Hiddleston, and then Jeff Goldblum in there as well. Jeff Goldblum did great. Super fun movie to watch if you haven't seen it before. Then we have Black Panther, and again, it's like I said, the soundtrack, fantastic. The cast, fantastic. The characters are great and deep. The culture is great, just the way the movie looks. Loved Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. Hope to see more out of him in the MCU. Whether or not they'll do anything, probably not, which is a shame. Great actor. But yeah, super fun movie. Obviously, I like this one more than Wakanda Forever just because Black Panther was in it, but obviously Chadwick Boseman passed away. So they did a really, really good job picking up the pieces. Then we have Guardians of the Galaxy, and this was so high up on my list because it surprised me. This was one when they first announced it, and I saw the cast. It's like, this is going to be the one that sinks Marvel. And this turned out to be one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen. It is so fun to watch. It is so funny. It's got action. It looks great. The chemistry between the cast is great. I like the other Guardians movies as well, but this is definitely my favorite of the three. But yeah, you can't go wrong with this movie. Even if you don't like Marvel, you would still enjoy this movie. But yeah, this is the soundtracks for each of these movies is second to none as well. So, oh man, just perfect in every way. Then we have Avengers Infinity War, which if you want to talk about picking up another level, this definitely does it, which is why it's number 2, and that's why, you know, it's above Guardians, and it's like so many big actors in this movie, and they still split the screen time perfectly. No one looks weak. The story's fantastic. The villain's believable. I mean, just super fun to watch. This is one of those movies where you can just throw it in there and just have it on in the background, and it's just fun. This will definitely go down as one of those probably biggest, you know, following movies out there. And then number 1 would be Avengers Endgame, and that's because it's literally just the second half of the other movie. But the epic scenes in this movie, the final battle, are probably one of the best scenes in cinematic history, not just Marvel cinematic history. I mean, just, you know, you can even hear, like, when you watch those videos online of the fans reacting when the final battle scene starts and all that stuff. I mean, people were just pumped for this movie, which is one of the reasons why I think Marvel's kind of having a problem with this next phase after this movie, is just because people, you know, they peaked so high that now everyone's expecting that all the time. So they're always kind of a little disappointed when it doesn't deliver. That, and I think the casting too in some of these newer movies too is a little bit lackluster compared to the earlier phases. But I mean, there's only so many actors out there that they can probably afford. But it is what it is. I'm just happy to enjoy the MCU as long as it's watchable. But yeah, definitely comment down below whether or not you think the order should change, or if there's movies that are not in this list that should be. Would like to hear your opinion on that. Otherwise, that's it for this video. If you like content like this, please like and subscribe. Your support is much appreciated. I am also over on Letterboxd. The link to that is in the profile description of this channel. Otherwise, until next time, guys.